again. Decided to swap out slides on a black frame this time. Alright, let's go to you. Let's edit you to public and publish. There we are. Okay, hasn't popped up yet. There we are. Alright. Okay, let's go into Word. Let's go into Rumble. Let's go into content. Oh, hey, we have shooting gallery is on. That's awesome. Alright, let's go into my descriptions. Let's get that added. Welcome back, everybody. Just had to go do a quick delivery on one of our gun slides. Getting it shipped off to California. Here we are, and let's get those tags set up. Let's get that playlist done. Done. No altered content. Tags added. Language. English. English. Stream location, Arizona, as always. I wish I could make that a preset. And let's see, let's change the thumbnail to, I don't know, how about, so many options. So many options. How about the Hunter Orange this time around? That's what we'll go with. There we go. Saved and done. Quick little refresh. Yep, there we are. Hunter Orange loaded in. Good morning, and I guess afternoon to some people. Welcome to Stiffler Manufacturing. We make these slides. We operate out of Arizona. Feel free to tell us where y'all are from. Okay, now let's just go let the dogs back in. Welcome back, you pack of animals. It's just me and the dogs today, talking about our gun slides. There we go. Save up on that new title. We're getting closer and closer to that 1K on the subs. Once we hit 1K, we're going to be giving away a slide like that white one there. Not exactly sure which one, but It'll be like that white one there, the SM19 Viper. Not sure what color we'll do. Maybe we'll do specialty. Well, we're probably going to do specialty. Maybe a camouflage, maybe a lightning stencil. All of our stencils are courtesy of Penguin Tactical. Let's do a quick little pause in the video so I can add this. Can't touch things while there's a full build on there. Hey Farzan, how are you doing? Welcome to our live. Now, let's see. Let's get this added to. What's today? The 27th? Let's get our 27 list fixed up. Alright. Let's add you. Stop trying to chew on my foot, cat. And if you guys got any questions, feel free to ask. Alright, back to content. Let's swap over to the live, and we had this one. No, not the edit one. I need the official one. Here we are. We did just get some new PSA frames in. Got the micro, got a compact, got the full-size S. We're going to be testing those out. We've got some SCT frames incoming. So we're going to be testing those out with our slides as well. We did just see one of our slides get tested on the Ruger RXM, and it works. So that is awesome. There's also seen the new Glock Store 26X. So we might do a 26 slide sometime. That might be interesting. Get that done. Yep, that'd definitely be interesting. It seems like it's revitalized some interest in the Glock 26 build. Hey, thank you for the like. It's greatly appreciated. Manak Rantu, welcome to the live. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. We're a small slide manufacturing company in Arizona. We make Glock style slides for the Generation 3 19 and 17 out of 17-4 stainless steel. Lucas, how's it going? I haven't tried the Wolf 2 yet, but I have the Wolf X Pro, and I put 200 rounds through that, and it's pretty good. Hey, thank you for the like, greatly appreciated. And we do have the EDG up on top there, and I still have to do an unboxing for the EDG. Hey, welcome to Indonesia from America. Oh, thank you for the like. Oh, now my dogs are begging for some attention. There we are. I think the X Pro is the better optic for most people, but not as crisp for those with an eyetism. Stigmatism? Okay. Yeah, I like that you can swap from the red dot to the crosshair, which is kind of nice. But I'm curious to see how the EDG does, and they market it as drop proof for like 16 feet at 35 ounces. And onto concrete. That's how they marketed it. So I'm kind of curious to test that out. I have drop tested the Wolf X Pro, and I've dropped it at chest height multiple times where it landed directly on the optic housing. No problems. I still need to do a little more testing with it, but we'll see. So far, it's doing fine. And we can do a little bit of a slide swap too. Just got to do some magic. There we go. Swap that out. Swap that out. Turn that back on while I'm doing that. Is the EDG new? I was doing my optic and settled with the Wolf X. It might be kind of new. Siley sent us these to test them out. Boom. Let's fix that a little bit. There we go. As for the EDG, let's move that here. Haven't opened it yet, but it looks like it's just a red dot too, no crosshairs. But they market it as 16-foot, 35-ounce drop on concrete, where it's drop proof. Oh, and they say it's fully submersible, so presumably it can go in water. Ah, there we are. Oh, thank you for the likes. It's greatly appreciated. Just got myself some coffee. And for those of you just joining us, we make these slides ourselves in our own machine shop, 17.4 stainless steel, and we do the Cerakote work in-house as well. Someone's asking us if we would make a slide for a custom Ruger P85, and we would if there's a market for it. That's the thing. Like, we're gonna go start making Glock 43 slides next, and if there's a market for it, yeah. Oh, thank you guys for those likes. That's awesome. And if you subscribe, we are doing a subscribe giveaway at 1,000. We'll be giving away one of our gun slides. So long as you have an American address. Unfortunately, due to ITAR regulations, we can't ship overseas. Hey, 785 on the subs. Thank you so much. That is greatly appreciated. Oh, did I lose shooting gallery? He disappeared. Ruh-roh. Well, let's check out our social media platforms as well, which you guys can find links to our website and our social media. They're in the description. That'll take you to our web stores and everything else that we have a platform on. Okay, let's take a look at those orders. We just shipped one out to California. We just shipped one out to Washington, North Carolina, Florida, Tennessee, Florida, Texas, Tennessee, South Carolina, Tennessee, getting a lot of Tennessees, Florida, New Hampshire, Indiana, California, Maryland, Florida, Puerto Rico. A lot of people don't know that. Puerto Rico is an American territory, and they are American citizens. You can travel there without a foreign passport. Or rather, without a passport. You know what I meant. Montana. Hey, Arizona. 2 from Arizona. Texas. Virginia, Illinois, Illinois again, Ohio, another Ohio. Yeah, we're doing a lot of shipping this week. Another Indiana, California, Texas again, New Hampshire, New York, Mississippi, okay. Indiana, California, 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 a lot of Californias. New York again, New York, Alabama, Michigan, Texas. Arizona again. All right. Delaware. Man, we don't see Delaware too often. Rhode Island. All right. California again. Hawaii. All right. Tennessee. California. Florida. Wisconsin. California. All right. Yeah, it's a lot of shipping to different states and even a U.S. territory. And oh no, yeah, we had U.S. Virgin Islands and Northern Mariana Islands a couple of weeks ago. So we'll ship to all 50 states, including Washington, New York, California, Illinois. And even the U.S. territories, with exception to one. We do not ship to American Samoa. They have rules that are, well, they have laws that are against 9mm. And since our slides are to build 9mm or to modify 9mm, it's just kind of pointless to ship there. So, yep, no shipping there at all. How about you guys? Any Glock clone builders amongst you? I can say we have canceled all plans to make a clone slide of the Sig Sauer P320. We were working on it, but nope, not doing it anymore. Now my cats are being crazy. Quick little refresh there. 785 on the subs. Thank you so much. See how long we can keep this going. My longest technical live is over 8 hours, but that was an overnight live. And I was working in the background, wasn't really paying attention to the live. Or I even walked away to go change tools and even took a nap. So overnight lives don't, yeah, they don't really count. My longest actual live was 5.5 hours. Now those overnight lives just don't count. You're a P226 guy. Wish I found your channel before ordering a pre-cut. Oh yeah, we're still relatively new. We've been in business since January 2023, so we're still growing. We did get to attend SHOT Show in Las Vegas this year, back in January, and we are going again next year. People have been trying to get us to go to GunCon, which was in Ohio, and then GOA Goals, which is in Tennessee. But we're just too busy at the moment. Can't really spare anybody to go there. Plus the cost of sending someone on a plane and being there for a week. And yep, just can't do it. We might try and send someone to a local gun show. Hey, no worries, man. Thanks for dropping by. Looks like they got one coming up in March. We might try and do that, something local in Arizona. That would be pretty sweet. What? What are you begging for? I ain't getting you no more food. You got your food bowl. He's a good boy. Go on, you can go down if you want. Go down there. He likes to be under the desk. Go on. There you go. Yep, good boy. What, do you want to go back through? You don't know what you want to do you? Go on, go ahead. Okay, stop moving my table. That's my coffee. Okay. Silly dogs. Silly, silly dogs. Alright, let's save those shipping sheets. We'll put those there. There's really no point in shipping out anything on Sunday, but sometimes the customer's just like, hey man, can you get it shipped out as soon as possible? I'm not seeing any tracking on it. And it's like, it's Sunday. Like, I can go drop it off at the post office, but it's not going to move until tomorrow. And they're just like, yeah, but I'm not seeing any tracking on it. Well, yes, because it's Sunday. There's going to be no tracking on it. But whatever, to placate them because they're nervous Nancy's, you go to the post office, you scan the package, you drop it in the drop bin, and then they get a little ping that says, scanned in at post office. The post office isn't going to touch it until tomorrow. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that I dropped it off right now. They're not going to touch it until tomorrow. But for their peace of mind, dinner tonight? I don't know. Probably some leftover pizza. Nothing fancy planned today. Trying to stay out of the shop. Might have to go and change tools periodically, but we'll see. Ish. Depends on traffic. There we go. We gotta play some games today, I don't know. Okay, now all the dogs are calm except the cats. Cats are running around like crazy. No, I haven't. I thought about it, but it's not really what the channel's about. It's more about engaging in gun conversations, slides and whatnot. I mean, I could play in the background, but yeah, it's mostly just about gun conversations, trying to get people to chat up about it, do some education. There's this thing that's possibly going on in my state where our state law enforcement branch may be denying veterans getting their CCW. Now, per law, you don't need a CCW in Arizona for most situations. There's going to be certain federal buildings that you need it in, or national parks. But most people who get the CCW are so they can take it to other states. Hey, Crash. The turnaround is an average of 1 to 2 weeks. So what we have to do is take the bar of steel, mill it down into the slide. Then we got to clean it, sand it, Cerakote it, and then because it's space worn, it has to go through a de-stressing process. Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, some people we've tried to explain that, and they think that we have all the slides just sitting on a shelf, and no, they're bars of steel like this one we got in the background. Yep, most of our product is just sitting in bar form. And we've tried to, get ahead and make slides ahead of time. Like, we'll go make 50 Vipers and 50 Turbos and 50 Zooms, and then you go and make whatever you end up making. They don't end up buying because just Murphy's Law. But I want it now. Yeah, and honestly, Amazon has done that to a lot of people. It's that 1 to 3 day shipping. Amazon has ruined people's perception of what most businesses are actually doing. Oh, I see why I can't do that. Left my VPN on. Well, that's gonna make that fun. Now let's try that. Yeah, we're not all Jeff Bezos. We don't have a fleet of Amazon delivery trucks and robots to work on our factories. Just is what it is. And we are all subject to the United States Postal Service, or UPS, or FedEx, or whatever you end up using. But, like, we use USPS for the vast majority of our shipments. So I've had some people ask, they're just like, hey, look, it got here a day late. Is there anything you can do for me? No. No, I can't compensate you because the post office was a day late. I'm sorry. Like, I have no control over the post office. Yeah, exactly. It's my last name, USPS. Like, and for all I know, there was weather. Like, if you go to the USPS website, they're like, hey, if you're shipping to any of these states, there's a delay due to, weather. Because there's a hurricane or there's a storm or... It's like, okay, that's perfectly understandable. Weather is a factor. Oh God, Don J, man. And that's honestly like, from my perspective, just one man's perspective on the nation. America spent 50 to 70 years telling its citizens, if you bitch, whine, and moan enough, corporate will relent. Well, here's the thing. I am corporate. We are corporate. There is no massed, giant corporate organization that just doesn't want to deal with Karens. I have to deal with you. And we've had some people that it's been a nightmare to deal with them. We told them, like, look, man, your $300 is not worth the attitude you're giving us. Like, please go shop somewhere else. Yeah, you're not wrong there, Crash. Like, some of those vehicles that the post office has, I swear to God, they are held together on like a rubber band and dreams. I've seen some of the new ones and they're nice, but some of the old ones, goddamn. Now, that's not to say that's all of our customers. No, the vast majority of our customers are really cool people, especially because it's so firearms related. They're interested in learning. They're interested in, doing the process together. They understand that there is a manufacturing element to it. Like, we're not purely a retailer, we're a manufacturer. Yes, we have, Don Jake. There was one that got so bad that we're like, look, you can go buy a slide from somewhere else. I don't care if you go to Zev. I don't care if you go to Zafiri, Grey Ghost Precision. I don't care if you pick some rinky-dink eBay seller that's selling 416 sketchy slides for $90. Just go somewhere else. Not to disrespect the eBay sellers, because we also sell on eBay. That's where we got our start. But there's some sketchy stuff on there sometimes. Actually, we just had a guy on eBay the other day who was asking if we could cut our price in half. We had a blend slide. This happens from time to time when a tool breaks. Sometimes it deflects and causes a scratch or a tool mark or something that can't be sanded out, that is just noticeable. And there's nothing mechanically wrong with the slide, it's just not as aesthetically pleasing. It's a blem. So, when that happens, we toss it on eBay at a cheaper rate. So normally that slide sells for $165. And so we threw it on there. It wasn't a bad mark, but it was a noticeable mark. So we're just like, yeah, $130. It's got a blemish, $130. If somebody buys it, great. And we left the option on to do an offer. So if somebody had offered us like $120, we'd have been like, yeah, okay, sure, why not? And he's like, hey, can you do 65? And it's just like, no, that wouldn't pay for the cost of the slide. He's like, well, can you do 70? No, and keep in mind, eBay takes 13.6% to 30% of your sales. I just like, no, man, I can't go that low. Like, if he had offered $100, maybe 110, I'd have been like, here you go, man, sure, whatever. But 60, and he's like, well, my budget's like only $50. I'm like, dude, you don't have a budget to build a gun. If you only have $50, you do not have a budget. And I wouldn't trust a slide that's that cheap. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I mean, kudos to the huevos on that dude. But, like, got some brass balls. Like, hey man, 65. But after I explained it to him, he just kept doing it, and I'm like, no, dude, I can't. Like, go find another company. I'm sorry, I can't go that low. I mean, the answer is always no unless you ask. So, I mean, if you don't ask, you're just wasting time. Oh, but that was fun. Similar to Otter Creek, they even say on the website, We don't charge a restock unless you're a dick. Oh, that's good. So for us, we charge a restocking fee or a, what do we call it? A only partial refunds if we don't get all of our product back or if you clearly damaged it. So for example, we were having an issue for a while there where people wanted to do returns, but they were stealing our RMR covers because our RMR covers are aluminum. We don't use plastic. So they were returning the slide without the RMR cover, or they were returning it with plastic RMR covers, which we don't deal in. I had a very defective lower parts kit from eBay that cost me $30, and when I took it to the range, I held down the range and racked it, and bang, went off without touching the trigger. Oh, God. Yeah, some don't. Some don't have a social filter. I have a bad social filter. You spent 10 years in the Army, and then I have prior customer service experience as management and as just the guy out front. But I do like taking care of people. I like taking care of the customers. You know, great people. You know, it's always cool getting great people or people who don't know what they're doing because they're brand new to this. So there's like a way of like guiding them forward without completely holding their hand. So the parts kits we use are SCT Manufacturing. Would I say they're as good as Glock OEM? Probably not, but they're still pretty good. But they're not like cheap stuff either. That's what I'm curious about with the new Glock Store 26X. Because it is a Grit Grips frame with Glock LPK and then a Glock 26 Gen 5 slide with Glock UPK, and it looks like it's going to have an MOS cut and of course Glock OEM sights. So it should run great. Now, it's not officially a Glock 26X. It is a Glock Store exclusive frame created by Grit Grips for the Gen 5 Glock 26. Oh, this is going to be rough. Yeah, Glock themselves did not release it. So it is a Glock Store exclusive frame that they did in coordination with Grit Grips. Oh yeah. Well, the 26X that Glock Store is doing is going to have a bigger frame. So same slide length, but bigger frame. So it's going to be able to hold 15 rounds. So it's going to be like the faux 26Xs that users were creating by using a 19 frame. It's going to be kind of like that. I've been wanting to go to that gun show. I just never get the time. Happy about the dagger frame. I finally broke the trigger pin last week. Okay. Oh, damn. 20,000 rounds. Nice. You know, that's something we encountered too. There's some people that believe that the parts last forever, that nothing breaks. I don't know where they got that perception from, but obviously wrong. Cats. I don't know what it is with their fascination with knocking things off shelves. You always need spares. Yeah, you do. You know what it is? I bet it's people who don't shoot a whole lot, and so they're under this perception that their stuff can't fail. Oh, your dad's an FF? That's awesome. We've got a buddy who's one, so it helps out. Yeah, exactly. And there's guns that I have that are exactly like that, where I know I'll never end up needing to replace a part unless something weird happens, because I've never needed to replace anything for lack of shooting. Or there's certain ones where replacing something is just not likely. Like I've got an old cowboy revolver. It's very simple. I'm not trying to hot load the damn thing, so... I know it's going to last me a good long time. Yeah, that's an issue too, is cost. Like, shooting that cowboy revolver, each round's $1. Plus, it's hard to shoot a shit ton when it's a revolver. 6 rounds. I need to get back into reloading. I only ever did it with like a handheld lead loader. But that was simple for my... that was perfect for my needs at the time. All I was doing it for was a 38 and 45 long Colt. Progressive press, so there all goes the money in powder and primer and bullets. Yeah. Oh boy, chorizo and eggs. My man. How's it going, Zanti? You guys should pop over, if you guys are on Facebook, you should pop over to All Glock Clones Welcome. Just tell them Stiffler sent you. Yes, they do. They keep banning us or restricting us for stuff, but that's the game. Under constant restriction. Pork rinds for dessert. Hey. Stop messing with my charging cord, you silly cat. Yeah, buddy. Let's see, since I already have that, let's go with that. Still need that. Oh, you know what would be good? This. Heck yeah. Man, the beer sounds great right now, but I'm still on call today for my side job. Right on, Zanty. I gave up energy drinks. Slowly not even drinking much coffee anymore. I don't drink hard anymore, but every now and then I still have a drink at night. Glass of whiskey or something. I'm not a youngin' anymore. I've got that Irish blood in me, so whiskey don't bother me for too much. Plus the German, and the English, and the Dutch. Rippets. My last fun memory with those is we had them airdropped into our position. It was a fun little training. Plus got the unit a bunch of rippets. Yeah, see, that's the problem with beer is it bloats you pretty easily. All right, Crash, thanks for stopping by. Feel free to check out our website sometime, stifflermanufacturing.com. I remember reading a study on that years ago. Something about people of native and Asian descent struggle with alcohol, just like processing it. And they said other nations that, like, well, not nations, other groups of people who discovered alcohol earlier in their history have adapted to it. Don't know all the science behind it, but I mean, I guess that makes sense. Shit. He's locked up. We're all safe. Oh, that's wild. Always been told their bodies don't have the enzymes, or whatever it's called, to properly regulate alcohol, so it just hits you hard. I suppose that makes sense. But I'm no scientist, so... Corn tortilla. Heck yeah. If I get the Stiff Nation tattooed somewhere visible, would I get a permanent discount? Shit, maybe. Oh, that'd be wild. Dragon would actually make a pretty good looking tattoo. Yeah. Might have to do more with it. 155 pounds last I checked. Ah, man, I don't even weigh myself anymore. There we go. Lots of carbs and sugar and heavy lifting. Should probably be doing like calf raises when I'm at the machine shop. Just standing there all the time. What do you guys think? You guys getting involved in this Glock Store 26X? We're going to have to feel this one out, see if we're going to get involved in it or not. Holy shit. Oh boy. That is a hefty leg press workout, man. Wild. Oh, was that like SpaceX rocket or what was going on last night? Yeah, I'm on Rumble. I upload a lot of my YouTube videos to Rumble, and I really need to do some lives on there. Vandenberg. I just ran an overnight live that night. Did about 8 hours or so. You're 35 miles away from the space launch? That's pretty cool. That's cool. I've been down to the Kennedy Space Center. Didn't get to see a launch, though. Got a picture of the Enterprise. Yeah, go ahead. This one, I'm just chilling, trying to get those watch hours up. New subs to get closer to that 1K. Got that tattoo already. It's the Clint Corbin slide I was talking about. Is that even? Are they even still around? I've heard conflicting things. Oh, there we go. Have a good one, Zanti. Yeah, that's a lot of what. There's a lot of white labeling out there. A lot of rebranding, relabeling. People saw that with Anderson. We did that. Well, no, we did not do that. We supplied it. So we manufactured our slides. Other companies white labeled them or rebranded them. You know. And some people kind of picked up on it really quick. Some people did not. They just trusted who they bought from. And it really should have been really obvious because they're like, well, hey, some businesses only have like our black slides or our black and gray and red. And then they go to our website and they're like, whoa, you have all these options. And it's like, yeah. You would have seen the Flash and Leonidas probably labeled as Leo Precision or something like that. Or you might have seen them labeled as Mercury Precision. There was another one that was labeled, what was it? I can't remember it. But another company also relabeled one of my slides. Let's see. Symmetry, Odin, Kranos, they made all those. The Cub, they made that. The Crusher, they copied our Flash slide. And the Zippa, they copied our Leonidas slide. The funny thing is they told us they didn't even like our Leonidas slide. Spectre, maybe. I remember they used to have one called the Phoenix. The Cub went south real hard, and I think that's because they didn't keep their quality control good. I'm not sure what happened with the Phoenix. The Kranos didn't pick off, and they even did a Kranos 2.0, so they had like a ported and non-ported version of the Kranos. The funny thing is a Stiffler employee actually named the Kranos. They gave them the idea for that. Oh, sorry. It's okay, John. You're okay. Almost stepped on the dog. You're okay. Yeah, Kranos actually means helmet in like ancient Greek or whatever. And so, of course, they have a Spartan helmet on their slide. Yeah, like early 2023, Stiffler and Leo Precision collabed together. So we haven't worked together or even communicated with each other in over 2 years. Which was right around the time they copied our slides. I don't know why, they didn't beat you. The Odin was a good slide. The Symmetry, good slide. Even the Kranos, even though it wasn't selling as well as they'd like, was a good looking slide. Though they were a little inconsistent on the Greek lettering, Molon Labe, all that. Whatever. Oh, so you got a Kranos 2.0 with the porting. Slap the Viper on your Geisler. Fair enough. Yeah, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Oh, you just want to play, huh? Oh, camera's not moving that far. He's not looking at it. He's a good boy. Ah, there we go. Let's see. Delete. I get so many BS emails. Alright, you guys need to go outside? No. Oh, there we go. Yeah, did you guys enjoy your outside trip? Yeah, go ahead. Let's see here. Don't need to report that. Okay. Is there a possibility we do something close like the Kranos? I don't know. The company that bought them isn't making it anymore, so maybe we could make something similar. I had some PMC 45 ACP, shot it out of my RA M1911. Oh, Rock Island. And the case would explode and still. What the fuck? Sounds like bad ammo. Could be wrong, but it sounds like just bad ammo. And the cats are chasing each other. I found out YouTube does not properly update the analytics for a live for about a day or two. It'll give you an initial eval, and then then it just downs everything. And then it goes back up to what it was after like a day or two. Don't know why. Okay, time to swap this one again. Yeah, it just sounds like bad ammo. I don't know what's going on there. It's somewhere at the shop. I know the first Leonidas we ever made is at the... Actually, it's at the house right now. The other house. Hmm. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, we own it. Me personally, no. I run media and everything for my brother. There's three people you're talking to when you talk to Stiffler Manufacturing. You talk to me, you talk to our shipping and logistics manager, or you talk to Big Stiffler, who actually owns it. Yep. Robert, Justine, and Brian. There's other people involved too, just we're the three that you end up talking to. Brian's usually knee deep in a machine, focused on that aspect of it. Oh, God. Oh, the accuracy. I think I've got enough charge. Let me take this off here. Yeah, I got plenty for now. Okay. So here we are. Oh. shit, man. If you get it, let us know. It'll be wild. Pop over to all Glock clones. See what they got going on. What in the hell? Oh god. What is it? It's not a Bond Arms, but it's... I hate those little guns. It's like the Derringers. Well, hello to you too, little cat. Is the other cat chasing you, so now you're hiding under my leg? And there you go chasing the other cat. A 22 short. I've never fired one. I've seen them. I've never fired one. That might make sense, yeah. Huh. It's an interesting little gun. And the cats are just chasing each other. Oh, right, Instagram, you sent me a thing. I was busy working on that. Do, 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 do. And Instagram's being dumb. Won't let me open it on my computer. It's almost like they made it like having an aversion to PC. It doesn't like to open photos or certain reels, or it's like you need to do this on your mobile device. And I can't upload reels from my PC to it, which is bullshit. Like I should just be able to do that too. Like, I get they wanted to make it, easy for mobile users, but you should still be able to do it with PC. Well, we're at 145. That's probably where I'll call this one, guys. I might do another one again tonight, not sure. Oh. But yeah, that's where I'll call this one. Oh. All right. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for the likes and subs. It's greatly appreciated. We are getting one, just closer to the 1K sub giveaway. We'll give away one of our SM19 Viper slides once we do. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to get our most up-to-date info on business changes and new slides and colors, but we'll do lives about them too eventually. And as always, stay 2A every day.